well as their other services offered, and even book a session from there. The information discussed on Angel Speakers is intended for general information and entertainment purposes only. It is not designed to provide listeners with specific personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. The programs are not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Individuals with health problems should always consult their healthcare provider for professional medical advice, medications, or treatments. The views expressed by show hosts or their guests are their own and shall not be construed in any way as advice from Angel Speakers. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to Angel Speakers or the show hosts whose words and or opinions appear from or on this broadcast. To connect by phone, dial 929-477-1899. If you have called in and want to participate by being on the air with our hosts, press the 1 on your phone. We encourage participation from the chat room as well. Now, here's your host and founder of Angel Speakers, Teri Miller.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show tonight. Are you ready to have your vibration raised? That's what we're here for, and we're so excited to be with you tonight. I want to share with you just for the rest of the week and what's happening before I bring on my co-host. Tomorrow night at 10:30 is Paul's Happiness Angels, and so come on and again, get your vibration raised with these wonderful co-hosts, Debbie Garcia and Shantae Hawkless, as we talk about happiness and joy and those good feelings. On Thursday night at 8 p.m., Satya Kaura joins me to again talk about happiness. Her show is Blissful Living Now, The Path to Anandam. So join us at 8 p.m. Call in and talk to Satya. She's a beautiful woman who just is so knowledgeable about peace and happiness and joy. So call in as she teaches us her wonderful path to Anandam. On Friday night at 8 p.m., Brandy will be on the show with me, Brandy Mullen, as we give out intuitive messages to our callers and hopefully give you some words from Spirit that will raise your vibration and help you in whatever is going on in your situation. So again, welcome to the show tonight, and I have with me on the line my beautiful co-host, Karen Palmer. Karen is so amazing. I love this woman, and we co-create so much together and do so much to just try to bring forth world peace, but also try to raise your vibration every day in whatever way we can. Hello, Karen.
Teri, hi, everybody.
Hi, honey. I'm so glad to be here with you tonight.
Me too. I'm really excited. It sounds like it's going to be a really fun show.
Yes, absolutely. We have Jamarr Jett on with us tonight, and Jamarr is just waiting, chomping at the bits to come on the line. So I want to tell everybody a little bit about Jamarr, and then I'm going to play just about a minute of his song that is so amazing. Jamarr Jett, also known as G5, is an independent artist and a Cincinnati native, now residing in Houston, Texas. Making that move down south has opened doors for more people to hear his originality of music and build relationships along the way. To open even more avenues to promote his message of self-awareness as his main focus, the most success he has had so far is presently being part of Paul Santisi Music Mastermind, which has his positive intention music heard globally to those wanting to expand their vibrations. And I love Paul Santisi's Music Mastermind radio, by the way. Jett's motto is to portray staying true to yourself, and with everything you do in life, make sure it feels good to be you. So let's listen to Jamarr's song, just like a minute of it before I bring him on the line.
Yeah. be you. Now you know it. It feels good to be you. Now you know it. It feels good to be you. Now you know it. You the truth. Feels good to show it. It feels good to be you. Now you know it. It feels good to be you. Now you know it. It feels good to be you. Now you know it. You the truth. Feels good to show it. It was hard at first. Now you know it. Can't leave the past behind. Trying to twist. Wanna make a move, but it's slow. You ain't got time for that. Now you know it, know it. Tell me how it feels. You don't want to outgrow it. To know you're so for real. Tell me how well you know it. You the truth. Better show it. It feels good to be you now, don't it? Trust me, life ain't no.
That's Jamarr Jett, and here he is live with us in the studio. If I can get my computer to work right. Hello, Jamarr.
How you doing, Teri? How you doing, Karen?
Nice to meet you. I'm so excited. I really love your music. Thank you so much for sharing it with the world.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that.
Well,
I'm glad to be on the show.
Yes, we're so happy to have you here. And we want to get to know you. We want our listeners to know you and to know your music, which is so uplifting. Thank you for that. You know, I listen to Paul's Mastermind radio every once in a while. I'll just put it on during the day and let it play. And I've met some of the most amazing people through that, you know, and just wonderful, uplifting people. That's what we need more of in the world, you know, to raise this vibration. Karen and I are both about world peace, and we're working hard to bring it to fruition. So, you know, the more we can raise that vibration, I think that's going to happen even faster. So thank you. I want to personally thank you for putting out positive music.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, Teri. And basically, this is how we met too. You know, I'm excited to meet you through Paul Santisi as well. You know, it all started about a year ago, and he taught me, you know, the intentions of really making music. At first, I was just making music just to, you know, if people liked it, that was like my number one type of thing. It's just try to have someone say, oh, that's a good song, or, you know, things like that. But really, what was my intention of making the music? Just to someone say it sounds good, or can I really help somebody through everything I've been through? And that's how I was able to, you know, meet you and Paul Santisi, and I'm just full of gratitude.
Yeah,
that's so beautiful.
It's like, isn't that
I'm
beautiful?
sorry, go ahead,
Karen?
Teri. Yeah, it is.
I was just going to say, when you put out that vibration out, the universe matches it. You know, this is what we've come to learn about the law of attraction. When your vibration's high, you're going to find those people that are along that same vibration, like Paul Santisi coming to you. You know, that's what happens with putting out vibration like that.
Right, and I think a good way for me personally is I was able to connect with you on a personal level as well, because, you know, what situations you've came out on your talk show that you've been through, it kind of resonated with me too, as if, well, she did go through that traumatic experience, someone like me too, but, you know, she came through it and she's not even really thinking about the negative part about it. She's just saying, okay, I went through that, that's fine, but this is who I am today. Now, is there anyone else who thinks the same way? And that's why I love being attracted to people who think like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Karen also is in my book, Changes, and we both shared how we came through some really traumatic things. And Karen and I have lived pretty much a parallel life, haven't we, Karen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was homeless. I lived out of my car with my dog I'm also a singer and a songwriter, and I use ancient wisdom. I'm also a law of attraction success coach. So I work with animals and children, and I have a nonprofit organization that's dedicated to bringing environmental education and animal advocacy, kindness, music, mindfulness, yoga, and kindness to the schools as a curriculum.
Okay.
So I write a lot of songs that are from ancient texts. If you've ever heard of Kundalini Yoga or mantras.
Yeah.
So you've ever heard of a mantra? So I take mantras and I turn those into songs. I take the mantra and I translate it into English.
Wow.
And then I make it so that you can sing along to the songs, so you can dance to them and raise your vibration.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because I've heard of some mantras. You know, I just never really heard it through music, so that'll be pretty cool to listen to.
Teach meditation. I teach children and I teach adults how to meditate. So it kind of just started to evolve from that because mantras are an opportunity for us to quiet our mind. So when we get out of our head and into our heart space, we can actually really connect with our soul. And it's just when we're up in our head, we're just listening to a lot of noise. But when we're down in our heart, we can really connect with our true self.
Right. And that's what I was excited to do this show when Teri invited me last week. Because I'm like, wow, I get to talk to people who really know about, they're just a spiritual being inside of a physical body. We just gathered up together. We've probably done this before, too.
I'm sure we have. Yeah, I'm sure we have.
Yeah, that's how soul groups work. We reincarnate and we draw those people to us that we've lived lifetimes with before.
Right.
Absolutely. And it's so much easier now because we've had such an influx of light. We've actually shifted the whole planet with our love and light. We have raised the vibration. We actually have hit that critical mass. And what we are living in right now is what has been predicted for centuries.
Wow.
It doesn't look like it to a lot of people. A lot of people think it doesn't look like it. But you see, we are souls, just like you said, Jamarr. We are souls having this human experience, and the only thing that we need to heal is the illusion that there's any kind of separation at all. And so what we're doing together as a soul family and a human family and a global family is we are looking at how can we unite instead of fight. Why are we fighting? We've been programmed by, and I don't want to get into all that, but we have been programmed for many, many centuries with religions and with our governments and with, political systems, and there's just been old programs that just aren't working in this new vibration. They're just not working, and the people who are from the old school and the old vibrations that are, saying, well, this doesn't seem to be working anymore. It's because enough of us. And I do this. I share this with a lot of people. If you've ever heard of Dr. David Hawkins, he is a scientist who studied vibration, and it was proven that one person who is vibrating with love in their, with peace on their mind and kindness.
Karen, you're breaking up a little bit.
That are in the low vibration.
Can you hear me, Karen?
Yeah, I think she got lost for a little bit.
Yeah, your phone broke up there, Karen. So are you on here?
That's how high the energy is right now.
I know, it really is.
You notice when she really start going in about it,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, there you are. We missed that, honey.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Well, what I was just saying is that one person who vibrates with love in their heart and with peace on their mind and with kindness in their actions will counterbalance 750,000 people who are in the low vibration of fear and bigotry and blame and shame. So we do make a difference. Your music makes a difference. Your music raises the vibration and the frequencies so that when people are in that state of mind, and that's why I do global meditation, because when we come together and we focus on the kind of world we all desire, we start to shift the tables in our favor. And the more people who are focusing on focusing on love and joy and peace and brotherhood and sisterhood and connecting and unity, the more we look at that, the more we experience that, the more we focus on that, because whatever you focus on expands. That's what happens. It expands, it grows, and you start to find more and more people that are just like you, that are just, that have that same vibration, because like attracts like, and that's how the universal law of attraction works. It's frequency.
Yeah, I love that right there. Hey, Karen, did you notice that your vibration was so high when you started that's you kind of broke up a little bit?
Yeah, vibrations will do that. Energies. The energies of the phone will do that, and the energies of the computer too. These are some high frequency energies.
Yeah, sometimes I could be in the living room watching a show or a movie or something, and it'll flicker, or my laptop would just freeze out of nowhere. So yeah, I understand exactly what you mean. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and the thing is that when we start to just get more comfortable with the mystery of it all, we can't figure it all out. We don't know the answers to a lot of these questions, but if we just tune in to our own inner guidance and our own state of connecting with our own heart and connecting with our own soul, then the answers are available. They're all inside of us, and we can just enjoy the mystery and let other people have their own experiences. We're all in this human experience together. We're all a bunch of souls having this human experience. So if we could just realize that, if we could just and if we could just realize we're all in this together, then that's what this whole thing is about, really, is so many people are waking up, and so many people are realizing the truth of who they really are. So how did you get involved with music? How did you start? Has it always been something that you just felt as a kind of sanctuary?
Yeah, I've been writing music since I was a senior in high school. So I was 18 years old. I was just basically just making music that just basically trying to sound good. So, for years I've been going to the studio and recording, just music for myself and things like that. But, it started about a year ago when I, started listening to meditation, and came across Paul Santisi, and he reached out to me and, told me exactly what he does, and just really, how people really think, and just really about being open-minded. I think that's why I love this show, and really, Teri, we might have different backgrounds, even me and you, Karen, but just being open-minded and knowing who you really are, that's what kind of made me transition into making music, which says, okay, I want to say what someone doesn't have the heart to say, or how they might be feeling. Let me go ahead and say it for them, whether they like me or not. At least someone had a heart to say it.
That's so beautiful.
Right.
That's so beautiful. That's I have the hashtag. I just got the hashtag All Voices Matter, I use hashtags for awakening because hashtags are. I'm also a social media, expert. So I work with social media to help raise the vibes too. So I really like to find hashtags that resonate and use vibrational marketing, where you are really using vibrational marketing means choosing hashtags that feel good. So I have hashtag keep shining, hashtag all voices matter, hashtag love and light, hashtag only love is real. So all of those, bring me into a category of people who have those same kind of resonance. It's all frequency. Everything is frequency. Everything is energy.
Right.
Everything is energy. So, a lot of people go by social media by how many followers you have or how many people are liking your stuff. But really what it has to do with is engagement and connecting with your followers and connecting with, I call it our soul family, right? Right, Teri?
Right.
We've created a
right.
beautiful soul family. And co-creating and collaborating and co-creating and collaborating and talking with people like you so that we can, figure out how can we unite? How can we co-create this? How can we collaborate and accomplish twice as much together? Because why do, reinvent the wheel when we each have our own audiences, but we have an audience that hasn't heard of you, and you have an audience that hasn't heard of us, right? So why not bring that collaboration together so that if there's a resonance and there's, something that we say or something that you say that really inspires someone, that's what it's all about. That's what life is all about, is really trusting in your voice. And first you have to find your voice. That's the most important thing. You have to find your authentic voice. Then it's really easy to share it, But if you're just trying to do what you think everybody else wants you to say, you can never get it right. And that's what I think a lot of people do with social media. They think I got to make myself look good here, and it's really kind of sad because social media is an opportunity really for people to connect on a deeper level. It's a real opportunity.
Right.
And a lot of people use it for negative things, And what
I can't believe some of the posts.
Yeah, what we focus on expands. So that's why we have to really, I only focus on the good news. I only focus on the good, what's good happening in the world. And there's so much. It's almost overwhelming sometimes for me to keep up with it all. I try to keep notepads of all the great things. Like this, there's so many good things happening. And all you have to do is start looking for it. It's when you activate the reticular activator, in your mind, then you'll start seeing all the things that you've been desiring. You'll see them. You've become the attractor factor, as Joe Vitale says it. If you have ever read his book, The Attractor Factor, it's awesome. Have you read that, Teri?
No, I haven't.
He is great. It's Joe Vitale.
I love him.
His book is The Attractor Factor. That was my first. Of course, I heard of him on The Secret, but then he was on. Mike Dooley was also on The Secret, so he was talking on one of Mike Dooley's podcasts, and he's amazing. He's got so many good books. And he does, the Attractor Factor. He does his marketing with the law of attraction. So he's a marketing expert.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend.
You said Joe Vitale?
Yeah.
I'm about to check him out.
Have you read that book?
No, I haven't read it.
Oh, it's awesome. It's called The Attractor Factor. He's got another one that's really awesome called 0 Point. That's a really good one.
Yes.
To see when we go,
yes, that is good.
Yeah. when we go back to zero. Well, you can explain that, right?
Well,
0
it's just
point?
getting back to center. Yeah, 0 point
Right.
center. Yeah, and it's so important for us to find balance in our life, and to do that, we have to get back to our center, and then start weighing out, what we're doing or what we're thinking, what we're feeling. It's like, what are we all about, and how do we reach that balance and find that peace inside of us?
Absolutely. So, Jamarr, how did you get started with meditation? Was it something, did you grow up with meditation, or?
No, I didn't grow up through meditation. It's something just brand new I never heard of. And, I kind of thought it was kind of eerie at first. I'm just like, what do people do when they meditate? And what is it really about? Because I used to go to, church and things like that, but I just had so many questions I couldn't get answered that I basically stopped going. And I wanted to do some research on my own. And, basically one day I just was on YouTube and I typed in meditations. And, through the scrolls, it was Paul Santisi's. I think it was Expectations, the first one I listened to, I think. And I was just like, wow, this is just something kind of, new for me. I'm not going to really be closed-minded. Let me just see what it does for me in my life. Let me try to.
That's what I tell everyone. I say just give it 7 days and just do it like a science experiment. Just give it a little bit of time and do it like a science experiment. Just kind of notice like what kinds of things are shifting and changing, when you do meditate. And when you don't meditate, that's like for me when I do yoga and when I don't do yoga, what a difference. I was talking about that in my class last night. Because, you get all caught up in the holidays and everything's so busy and, you don't make time for it. And then all of a sudden you realize, wow, that didn't used to bother me so much. Why is it bothering me so much?
Right.
When you meditate, you actually release the endorphins and the oxytocin in your brain, which is, releasing those happy hormones, and the same thing happens even when you're singing. They've even done neuroscience with singing. When you sing, you release these same oxytocin, the same energy, and you also lower your cortisol, which is your stress level. So when you're singing, you're actually lowering your stress and you are raising up your levels of joy and the happiness hormones.
Exactly. Yeah, I just felt like a totally different person when I started listening. It's kind of like you literally find your vibration. When you're listening, you kind of find what level of plane you're on. And, like you were saying earlier when you was talking, you just basically new people going to come in your life who think like you and who, feels like you. And once I started meditating, I said, wow, I can, put this in my music with my intention. It's all kind of, Paul was just like, look, I'm trying to tell you, keep meditating. Like you were saying about the 7-day thing, I did it for 21 days where I would listen. So you said, I guarantee you listen for 21 days to train your mind in people, situations, circumstances, will just come in your life. And that's why I haven't stopped listening yet, because I'll be hindering myself if I stop listening to meditation.
Absolutely.
Yes,
and 21 days
exactly.
opens up that new neural pathway in your brain. So when you do something for 21 days, you actually change your brain. You changed your brain in 21 days. See, I'm a neuro-linguistic programmer. So you program, what we do is we have these neural pathways in our brain, and when we start to use those for positive, like meditating, using a more mindful approach, then we start to see a difference within 21 days, really fast. You'll actually start seeing a difference within 24 hours, but you'll really see a difference in 21 days.
Yeah, I just kind of noticed, I study people in their cars, and when the radio's on, watch them dance or what type of words they like and things like that. And I started to say, okay, well, how can I put into my music where they not only so-called dance to the beat because they hear it in the physical, but how can it resonate with someone where they actually feel what I'm saying, as if I'm just another version of you saying what you feel.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
So that's why I just, keep writing this music Mastermind radio, and it's going, pretty good. I'm glad I'm able to just connect with people that have, like I said, totally different backgrounds. We was walking through Walmart or something like that. We probably wouldn't even speak to each other. Just it is what it is. But, how we able to connect on the spiritual level, this is, priceless. It made my day. And I'm just glad to be here and talking to you guys.
Oh, I'm so glad, too. Thank you, Teri. This is awesome.
Yes, absolutely. We always look for those uplifting people that can share their lives out into others to just show that light, and it's just beautiful, Jamarr. You just shine. And I want to thank you for doing that. And, like you were saying, like in your music, that you're giving people something, and that's my cat you're hearing in the background. She loves the energy.
She's agreeing with everything.
They can relate to. Yes, she does. She always jumps in right at the right time.
Wow.
But, it's like years ago when we had the positive music and the uplifting music, and we remember every word of those songs. I've talked about this in my blogs before, how, it doesn't matter how long ago it was, but we remember those songs because of that feeling that we had that was associated with them. And it's that same way with yours. Whenever I hear that song, Feels Good to Be You, it's such an uplifting song, and I'm thinking, yes, it does feel good to be me. And that's when I reached out to you one day on Facebook, because you posted your song, and I'm going, yes, it feels good to be me.
Right.
And I love that. And I use that hashtag a lot. I do use your hashtag.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I appreciate that too. And people start coming around to it because they're gonna not have a choice. They're gonna, feel it, whether it's me or through the other artist, or whether it's through Karen through the meditation and her work. It's nothing people can do to stop it. It's just about us getting our minds together and just, creating something that never has been done before. So, I'm all in.
Yeah.
It all starts with one person. It all starts just like everything starts with one vision, and that vision will expand and grow. But each person who has a vision, like I always say, that vision, that dream, that idea that you have, and if you're hearing this right now, this is your message, that was placed in you by the divine so that you can accomplish it. And you are the guardian of that vision. You are the guardian of that dream. And if you are feeling that you don't know what the next step is, go to your heart. That's where it's all a vision. The vision is always available to you. And all you have to do is believe with all your heart and soul, I'm the keeper of this dream. I am the guardian of this vision. Now tell me what my next step is. And you'll get it. You'll get it. I promise you. You'll get the next step. And that's all you have to do is believe, like I say, believe, receive, achieve. It's those three simple steps. But first you have to believe it. Once you believe it, then you will receive. You will receive. And you have to be receptive and feel like you deserve it. And then you will achieve. Those are the three steps to manifesting anything.
Yeah, I appreciate that perspective. I love that. I love that right there.
Yeah.
And that kind of helps me when I'm writing music too, with overthinking. When I just listen, like you were saying, Karen, when you listen to your heart, the way I used to write songs, I used to sit there maybe for hours and just, how can I make this rhyme and how can this sound good and blah, blah, blah. But now it's just like, okay, when I feel it in my heart, what do I really want to say? It just flows. I don't even have to really spend over 20 minutes on those songs,
Absolutely, because when you're connected to your soul, your heart and your soul are the same. They're, the heart is the space. See, I teach about Kundalini, so I teach about the chakras. There's 7 that we have, our energy points that we have that are energy centers which absorb our life force and are connected to the universe. And so these energy points, when you get into your heart chakra, that's where bridge from the natural to the supernatural starts to open up. So you go to your higher chakras, then you are able to download and feel the energies and connect with the energies that are from the higher vibration, and then integrate that into your physical body in your heart space. It all starts in the heart. Everything. The thing is that so many of us are trying to analyze, and when we're analyzing, we're actually in that egoic mindset. We're not in our love mindset. We're not in our truth mindset. We're in the ego, which is the illusion of separateness. But when we're in our heart space, they've done all kinds of scientific proof of this through heart math. If you look into heart math, you can go to heartmath.org. There's all kinds of science that has proven this over and over and over again. I've been doing Kundalini Yoga for over 20 years, so I've been studying and learning all of this along the way. But now science is meeting up with all of spirituality, like being shown everything that Teri and I have known for all these years. It's now being shown in the scientific communities, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing my chakra bracelets right now. I make sure I wear them every day. gotta have those chakra colors on you.
I bet you're wearing your Paul Santisi coin.
Oh, yeah, always. Yeah.
I love
always.
my Paul Santisi coin. So much energy in it. Yes. Wow.
Yeah, I only take them off right before I get in the shower. That's just the only time. And
what is that? I don't know about that.
Oh, his energy coins?
Yeah. Can you tell her about it, Jamarr?
I don't know about
I was just say, personally for me, these coins just, they have the Taurus around, I don't really want to say, it's just a figure on a coin with the Taurus around it. And it just, personally for me, just reminds me of I'm everything and everything is me. So, it's just, like I was saying earlier, people, situations, circumstances will just come into your life when you, attract your soul to this, Taurus, once you recognize really who you are. That's basically what it is. It's just a reminder. So every time I see it or feel it, you will really just feel yourself on a spiritual level.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And Paul infuses these coins. Every coin that he sends out, he infuses it with this energy that's just amazing. And he sends you either a CD or an MP3 where you can listen to the activation of it. I'll get you one, Karen. I'm going to get you a coin from Paul Santisi.
Oh, I would love that. I'd love that.
It's just wonderful, wonderful energy. Yeah, I've had mine for over a year now, and I just love it. It's with me all the time.
Yeah, he'll put his personal intention on yours like he does with every coin. And, you can just feel part of him, too, just being that spiritual being that he is and, what he brings to the table, man. It's just kind of unreal, actually.
I just love hearing you just describe who you are. I loved how comfortable you were just saying what you said. That, to me, is proof. That is now the universe can show you evidence of that. Because if you believe it that authentically and you believe it that, you really believe it with conviction. You said it so powerful. It was so beautiful when you just explained what that coin is to you. And so now the universe, you opened up the floodgates for the universe to show you all of that as evidence. That's what I tell my students all the time. That's what I tell on my show. It's what you believe about yourself is what the universe, it's a law. It's the law of the universe. So what you believe about yourself, the universe will match that vibration and show you evidence of what you believe about yourself. So, when I believed about myself that I deserved this crap, then I got more crap, and I got more evidence that I deserved it. But when I changed my belief to I deserve a beautiful life, co-create with the universe, and that opened up the opportunities to endless opportunities, so that you can literally start to have the universe conspire to bring you whatever you desire. All you have to do is believe that you deserve it, and that you believe just the way you just stated that. So I love that. I think that's so awesome, so powerful. I wish more people believed the way you believe.
Oh, yeah, we're just expanding. Like I said earlier, people will start to get it, because there's a lot of people, even I know personally, they're asking a lot of questions. Well, I've been told this, and my parents believe this, so I guess I should.
Right.
They expect me to answer the question like this. Well, how about you just stand up for yourself, and maybe they will think. You don't have to offend anybody, but maybe ask a question to them. Well, have you thought about this, or have you thought about that? Then maybe they can have a personal story, and they'll be on the Angelspeakers show,
Absolutely. Yeah, we're getting ready
so you never know.
We're getting ready to do the next book where people are going to tell their stories, the next Changes book. So absolutely, I've got a lot of people already that have come forward and said, I have a story to tell. And I'm like, okay, I'm all ears. Let's get that vibration out there into the world and let people know, that there's a hope that you can change and, make those changes in your life. But
and I had to tell myself personally, not everyone is not going to like me, but the right people will. And that's why, I'm just full of gratitude talking to you and Karen today. You guys kind of made my evening.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, too, Jamarr, is, we don't need to be worrying about what anybody thinks about us, because that's their path. There's a book that you might want to look up. It's called The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And the second agreement is don't take it personally. We're all here on our own journeys. We're here on this path that we came here, for. And whatever somebody else does over there, if they're making negative comments, if they're, saying something about you, don't take that personally, because that's their journey. That's their path and what they're living. So once we can get into that mindset of not taking things personally, it's freeing. It is just so freeing because, go ahead, Karen.
Oh, I was just going to say, I have that book right here in front of me with the 4 agreements, so I was just going to read those, the 4 agreements. Because the first one, because it's really cool. And if you haven't read it, and if you guys are listening to this on the radio, also get it. It's called The 4 Agreements. And the 4 agreements is, number 1, be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity and say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or a group about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Number 2 is don't take anything personally. This one changed my life when I started really applying this. Nothing others do. Yes, nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be a victim of needless suffering. That was powerful for me. That really woke me up. The next one is don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. And the last one is just always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to when you feel ill. Under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret.
Yeah, I love that.
It's funny, we were just actually talking about all four of those things.
That's how the energy is rolling right now.
Yeah. And then you said the book, and then I had it on my hand. It was right in my hand as you were saying.
Oh,
have you ever read? Have you ever?
Testimony.
Yeah. This was where you said that, Teri. You go, did you ever read the 4 Agreements? And I had it in my hand.
and that's my favorite number too. 4.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have those printed out, and I keep them in front of me because it's so true. You know, all 4 of those are so true, and if we can live by that, you know, and especially
so
like you said, Karen, that second agreement. You know, once we learn that, because how many of us, how many of us went through this childhood where, you know, we were so worried about what other people thought about us and what other people were saying, and you know, that was our focus instead of focusing on what we're all about and what do I feel and what do I want, you know, and getting to know us instead of all that fear about what other people are doing or saying or, you know, what they're acting like. And I see that in the world right now. You know, that's where all that fear base is coming from. You know, people are worried about what somebody else is doing.
And so, and also they're so fearful of what other people are going to think about them that they don't really want to express their true self. They're afraid to express their true self. You know, so they act the way they think somebody would want them to act, but really you can't know how anybody wants you to act. You know, you can't know what's going to make somebody, you know, you'll never get somebody else's approval unless you have your own approval of yourself first. You'll never get another person's approval unless you approve of yourself first. Same thing with love. You won't get love unless you love yourself first. It's the law of attraction. It's the way it works, you know. Everything inside is mirrored on the outside. That's why when you said that, when you said that with such conviction, when I asked you what that coin was, and you said, I am, you said it with so much power and so much conviction and so much truth in your vibration that I know if you listen to that, if you listen to the replay of that, you're going to go, wow, that was powerful what I said.
It's too cool.
Yeah, and if you know, that's the thing is when you believe it that strongly, it's like it starts to help other people to believe it's possible. If somebody believes it's possible, that opens the door. That opens the doorway. If you don't believe it's even possible, and a lot of people are like that. There's a lot of people who don't believe this is possible. They don't believe they can connect with an angel. They don't believe they can talk to, you know, an ascended master. They don't believe that they have that kind of a gift. And so if they don't believe it, then they can't achieve it. It's that simple.
Right. That's kind of my little mantra for Feels Good to Be You is that, and like matter of fact, I sent you my new song the other day, you know, called Yes I Can. It's basically thoughts equal more thoughts, but I choose to win.
Do you have it? Can you play it?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, I can play it out loud real quick. Hold on.
That would be so awesome.
I like that. Yes, I can. Such a positive message.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was just playing the background real quick. That was just a hook. Thoughts equal more thoughts. Thoughts equal more thoughts. And I choose to win. Then I make sure that it resonates inside their brain. At the end part when I say, ain't no doubt in my mind. Yes, I can. So forget about what the teacher tells you, what you can and can't do, your parents, whoever it is. Just, send them love, but say, hey, this is about me. I'm a spiritual being who's limitless, and I have limitless thinking. That's about it.
I love it.
Your music needs to be in the schools. It's so important. See, I work with children, so that's what they need to be singing, that instead of the crap that they are singing.
Wow, that's crazy you mentioned that, because I'm actually doing treatment for the video, one of my videos right now, and I was thinking, man, that'd be cool to have some kids out of school, like, doing it in the background while there's, while I'm saying it or something. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
but,
have them saying, yes, I can.
Right, yes, I can. But, that's just what I'm about. So, I'm on this new journey. I've been doing this music mastermind for about a year now, and, I'm just meeting just new people and people like you guys. And like I said, I appreciate you guys, and I'm glad I was able to meet you, Karen, and talk to you for the first time over the phone, Teri.
Oh, thank you, Jamarr. Me too. I'm so glad you agreed to come on with us tonight. Our show is called High Vibes, and when I listen to your music, that's exactly what it is. It's high vibes, and that's what's going out over the airwaves on Paul Santisi's Mastermind Radio. I love listening to it. That's where I came to know you, Luke Bryan Smith, Diane. All of you are on that radio sharing out your light. That's what you're doing. You're sharing your light.
Yeah, that's what we're all doing, and the journey is something new and exciting.
So awesome. Did we have anybody with their hands raised at all, Teri?
Nobody's raised their hands. If anybody wants to ask Jamarr a question or say something to him, go ahead and press the 1, and we'll put you on the air with us. And you can tell Jamarr thank you for being the light worker that he is and for shining his light out there. That's what it's all about. And gratitude is like the highest vibration. Gratitude is love. We have this new hashtag, Jamarr, that we've been using. It's gratitude is loveitude. And we're all sharing that out right now. Yes, we're sharing that out on social media. Loveitude. And, that's what gratitude is. It's love. And every day at 5 o'clock, I go on Facebook Live, and we just raise the vibration with gratitude. I started this movement of the gratitude base, where every day I tell somebody I'm grateful for them. I just pick a person and share it out with them that I'm grateful for them. And now there's a movement of that. There's a Facebook group called Gratitude Base, and we're all doing that. We're all sharing out that energy of gratitude and love every day. And that's what it's all about, showing the gratitude, showing kindness, just, kindness and smiling at people and being joyful and happy. And your music certainly puts people in that type of mood, of joyful happiness. And I just want to thank you for that. But I'd like for you,
no
if
problem.
you would,
I appreciate
just
you.
to tell people how to reach you, how to get in touch with you if they want to send you a message.
Yeah, no problem. They can reach me at facebook.com, Jamarr Jett, Jama with 2 R's, RRJETT. Twitter is G5Jett. That's my nickname with 2 T's, G5JETT. Instagram is the same. So they can reach me out on there, and I'll make sure I reach out back to you.
Awesome. Tell us about G5. I want to hear this story.
Oh, it's just a nickname people just call me because my last name is Jett. So, you know, they just, you know, I've been recording for, like I said, since I was like 21 years old, so people just always call me, hey, G5, hey, 5, or whatever. So it kind of just stuck with me. They'll, you know, like, oh, you're a Jett, so we're going to call you G5. I'm like, cool. Yeah, so
I like
that's
that.
it.
Yeah, I like that, and I love your music. I love your vibration. I love your energy. So beautiful. Karen, did you have anything more that you wanted to talk to Jamarr about?
Oh no, I'll send you on Facebook. I'll send you a private message with the song that I wrote, "Global Kindness Going Viral," and maybe we can collaborate on some music together. Yeah, I like to use a lot of the music. I'm very similar to what Weird Al. I called myself the Weird Al of kindness. I kind of like Weird Al Yankovic, but I like to turn music into conscious music. And I use that hashtag a lot, conscious music, because when we start to change the lyrics from, you know, the lyrics, some of the lyrics, if you listen to the lyrics that some of the kids are singing, it's self-hypnosis. And, you know, when they're saying it over and over and over again, it can be really very, and I know everybody has the right to have freedom of speech and everything, and I'm not trying to say that, but what I'm saying is that if we can change the words just to be a little more uplifting and a little more inspiring and still have the fun beat, still have the fun music to dance to, I've seen such an incredible change with the kids when I teach them one thing and they hear a song and they've been singing it and they're almost like, it's almost like they're in a trance, that they're just saying the words. And then when I change the words up just a little bit and we flip the words so that they're more conscious, you just see them singing those words and just really feeling the vibration of it shifting. You can feel the vibration of the frequency going up. And I'll send you the links. I'll send you the video. I have a music video of Global Kindness Going Viral where I'm singing with the kids.
I'll make sure I put on my headphones.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I have. Matter of fact, you can go to Paul Santisi, his on YouTube, his channel, and my newest video is up there. It's called Matter of fact, it's for the song "Feels Good to Be You."
Oh, cool! And, I'll share it out. Awesome.
Yeah, it's right on Paul Santisi's channel, and you can also, when you send me the message on Facebook, you can give me your email address, and I make sure I send you my new songs. I just did, last week. So you'll have those you can listen to.
That would be great.
Yeah, but I'll definitely make sure I check out the video. And, because like you said, these kids are in that trance. The radio, like you were saying, if they hear a song over 7 times, it's automatically stuck in their vibration.
Right.
And I have a 9-year-old daughter, and, she listens to certain people and, these girls she might like, whether it's a Beyonce, whoever it is, But then I introduced her to my music, and she's like, oh, Dad, I love your music, where she will repeat now what I say. So it's all about just repetitive, what do we want them to listen to? And if the radio keeps saying, well, filthy, 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 then they're going to keep saying filthy, filthy, filthy.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can say it feels good to be you, now it's fun for them. And then they actually can enjoy a song that they like, plus they're doing something to their vibration they might not even know. So, we're on the same page. It's going to work out.
It's so powerful. I hope we can collaborate on some stuff together. That would be so much fun.
That would be amazing. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, Jamarr, your daughter, she's 9. She still remembers that she is spirit. We come into these bodies and we know who we are. We know where we came from. and then life kind of happens, and we're given the rules here, and told, like you said, you can't do that, and you can't do this, and do it this way. But your daughter still remembers who she is at that point, and that's just beautiful that you're sharing your music with her. I just applaud you as a parent for raising her with that good vibration and that good energy that you're giving her. So thank you.
Oh, you're just trying to carry the hand over the torch to the next generation.
Yes, absolutely.
What it's all about.
Just like Karen's doing in the schools, going in and teaching them the positive stuff, teaching them who they are as a spirit, and, raising that vibration early and teaching them yoga and meditation. It's so important for us to do that. Yeah.
It's been proven that if you were to teach every 5 to 8 year olds how to meditate and how to feel more empathetic toward others, we would wipe out violence, racism, and poverty in one generation.
Right.
So why aren't we doing that?
Exactly.
I've been saying this for 20 years. I don't know why that we aren't doing it. I've been doing this for 20 years, going into the schools and trying to, in our area, we have amazing opportunities here for kids where I live, but, all over the world, if we were to teach every child how to meditate and how to have, just empathy for others, just empathy, just to look at what's happening to somebody on the other side of the world and realize that's me. That's,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're all in this together.
Exactly. And it's kind of hard to, when you're talking to a kid, of course, their attention span is not like ours where they can't dive into an entire conversation like how we're doing. But that's why I like on Paul Santisi, he has a new meditation that his daughter does that now my daughter listens to it too before she goes to bed. It's mantras and things like that. So,
I love that meditation that he has. Have you heard it, Karen?
Yeah, I love all of his meditations. They're awesome.
Yeah, the one that his daughter does.
He was where I realized I was astral traveling. That was when I realized what that was called, what I was doing. I was like, oh, I astral travel. I was like, because I started listening to, that's how, I think I asked you about him. And then you said, he's on YouTube. And then I listened to it, and I was like, oh, that's what I'm doing.
What's the list you was listening to?
The astral travel.
Okay.
YouTube. Yeah, he has an older one. He has an older one on astral travel. The one lift, though, is amazing. The weightless one, oh my gosh. I did that the other night. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. It's crazy wild. Yeah.
But that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
we're just vibrating right now. In this, we're talking English, and we can understand each other in this so-called physical English, but we're just having this very heavy spiritual connection right now. And this, the number 3, it's 3 of us talking, that's the add to the magic. So.
Yes, and it feels good. Paul's been my mentor for years. He really helped me when I was in my dark time of, digging through some heavy stuff and figuring out who I was and what I was all about, and listening to him, meditating and teaching me some stuff. It just was awesome. So I reached out to him, and we became friends. And that's how my Wednesday night show came to be. We're Paul's Happiness Angels on Wednesday night, and we raise the vibration. And he comes on with us every once in a while and talks to us. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He introduces us each week, so he's an amazing man. He really is.
Oh yeah, and he just you know, basically showing that we're all one. We're the same. You know, I'm a Paul, you're a Paul, I'm a Teri, I'm a Karen, you know. It's all, you know, we're the same. So
we're all in this same experience of trying to remember the universal oneness that we really already are. We're just trying to remember it. We're all just dancing each other home. You know, we're just dancing our way home together. And luckily we get to have fun while we're doing that. You know, it's like, unfortunately, you know, a lot of people don't see contrast as a way of having fun. You know, when you realize that of what you don't want, you can attract more of what you do want. So when you really start to understand the contrast, then you focus your attention and you put your clarity on what you do want. And sometimes, you know, we have to go to the extreme of who we are not to remember who we really are. And that changes everything, you know, when we start to embrace who we really are.
Right, that's what kind of helps me do what I do, and I feel, you know, I'm happy I'm able to connect with you guys who think the same way, because I look at it like this. You know, anything can happen to us at any time, but people in the next generation can always go back and listen to maybe this show or one of my songs or one of Karen's meditations or something Teri said. So we're doing something big already. Like you said, we're trying to, you know, we're connected again, trying to find our way home, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you on Periscope at all? Do you use Periscope at all, Jamarr?
No, I don't have it.
Do you have a smartphone?
Yeah, I have it. I just don't have it downloaded as an app.
Yeah, because you would do so good with that, sharing your music and sharing your message. I do 3 shows on my own channel, and then I do one on Love in Action channel and the Global Meditation channel. And, you know, it's all connected with your Twitter. So if you want help with that, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, check it out.
42 million users on Periscope.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that would
You can send me
definitely
the link when you send me the matches. Like I said, I'm also sending you my new songs as well, so you can have a little dance to those too.
Awesome. Can't wait. I look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. It was good, you know, talking to you tonight too, and you know, I'm pretty sure we'll have some more conversations. We're actually going to talk back, hey, remember on January such and such, and when we first talked, and now look what we're doing, you know.
24.
Right, 24, so.
24, yep. This is a universal 1 year, so it's all about new beginnings. It's all about, I'm also into numerology, so, you know, this is a universal 1, and we just finished 2016 was a 9-year, and that was a year of completion. So we completed a lot of our old patterns, and we opened up with a whole new energy starting 1/1/2017. You know, the first day of January was one of the most powerful energy days in numerology. You know, it was a 1/1/1.
Wow.
Powerful. Beautiful.
Stuff.
It is powerful. Yeah, I'm into numbers also. Jamarr, do you ever see the repeating numbers?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, you know, all day I would see either 222, 333, 444. That's my big one. I don't know if it's because my favorite number is 4, but, you know, I always...
444 is just is a sign that the angels are giving you a signal that you are on the right path.
Wow.
So when you see 444 all the time, it's giving you a signal that you're on yeah, keep going this way. It's like, you know, when you play with your kid, hot or cold, you're hot, you're really hot, you're getting really hot, you know, or oh no, you're getting really cold. When you see 444, that means that you're getting really hot. That means that you're right on track with the angels. If you see 111 means you are right now connected with the angels. The angels are giving you a message, and pay attention to what that message is. Like, pay attention to what just happened at 111, you know?
Wow, yeah. Yeah, I see 1111 a lot, too. I wonder if Teri's like my manifestation in the physical, because I used to listen to a lot of Gabriel and Ariel angel meditations and things like that, and this might be one of those manifestations, you know.
Yeah, and I have some of those meditations on YouTube, Jamarr. I do meditations with the archangels, and I have some recorded ones on my channel. Yeah, I have a channel on YouTube, and I have some guided meditations on there. So check it out sometime.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna do it tonight. I didn't know you could. Yeah, you had the actual meditations. I mean, with the angels. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put on my headphones and listen to that. Definitely.
All right. Awesome. Oh, this has been an amazing show, and I just want to thank you for being with us tonight. You brought so much to us in raising the vibration and sharing of yourself, you know, so beautifully. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here.
And
Thank
Karen,
you so much, and thanks everybody.
Sister.
Thanks everybody for listening. Yeah, this has been a beautiful.
As always, Karen and I are so connected. We are soul sisters, and you know we made an instant connection, and that's what happens when you meet up with somebody that's in your soul group. It's like you know them. You know, you don't have to get to know them. You already know them, and that happened with me and Karen when we, you know, the first time we ever started talking. And then the more we talked, the more we realized that we had so much to do while we're here this lifetime. And we've collaborated on a lot of things. And Karen, I just love you. I love you. I love your energy. And I love the things that we do together. And I love this show. So thank you, my darling. You're beautiful.
Thank you. I know this is a divine assignment. I know that this is a divine encounter that just happened here with Jamarr. I can feel it very strongly. Very strongly.
Yes.
This is a divine encounter. We have some divine assignments that are going to be really, really fun.
Yes, they will. We're all about the fun, you know. As my friend Bob Miller always said, life should be fun. Life should be enjoyed.
That's what it's all
Go
about.
out and live it.
Yeah.
You know, live it to the fullest. Okay, well, I thank you to all who were listening tonight and all who will listen on the replay. Thank you to those who were in the chat room. And they are saying, thank you for sharing your story, Jamarr. So that was the message from the chat room tonight. And thank you guys for hanging in there with us and for blessing us with your presence. And I'll be back on tomorrow night at 10:30 Eastern Time with Paul's Happiness Angels. Come and join us and get your vibration raised once more. That's my focus now. That's my job, is to raise the vibration. And I'm doing it every day, and I hope you'll join me. Thank you both, Jamarr and Karen. I love you, and I send you blessings of love and light. And I hope you both have a beautiful night.
All right, love you too. Good night, everybody. Thanks for listening. Feels good.
Good night, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Feels good to be you. Bye now.
All right, bye-bye.
Hi, this is Maury Moreland Morrison, here to tell you Geico has more than just great savings. Much more. Yes, while Geico could help you rack up more moolah faster than you can say metamorphosis, they've also been the fastest growing auto insurer for more than 10 years. That's more like it. Furthermore, Geico has fast and friendly claim service. That might seem like an oxymoron, but it's not. All the more reason to say no other auto insurer has more than Geico. Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Progressive presents Mindfulness with Flow. You are a mighty fortress of supreme knowledge. Progressive Direct has not only revealed their rates, but those of their competitors. If you were any more in the know, you would be drowning in, the know.
Compare Progressive Direct rates with competitors' rates, because knowledge is power. Visit Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.